Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cin City D&D. I am, as always, your humble yet horrifying DM, Matt Butler. Oh, hey, there we go. So let's go ahead and get right into the character intros, shall we? To my right, lovely and talented Madison. Tell us about your character.
I'm Madison. I play Hixsori Basha, the Tiefling cleric who is out to prove that looks can be deceiving.
Awesome.
In a good way.
In a good way. Awesome. Jake, why don't you tell us about your character?
I'm Jake. I play Siddhartha Gotama. He is a gold dragonborn cleric with a noble background on the blood-soaked path to enlightenment.
Awesome. Let's see. Will, why don't you tell us about your character?
I am Bubbles, old commander from another land that probably don't know about. Here to join some adventurers.
Awesome, mysterious background. And then definitely last, but definitely not least, Charlie, tell us about your character.
Hello, I play Reprious Frostbeard, the dwarf barbarian recently cursed to walk the path of demon slaying.
Awesome. So last time I guess before we get into that, we're missing a few people. A couple people got sick. Some people have children, so we're gonna go with just kind of us for tonight. But honestly, I think it'll still be a pretty good session because we've got some interesting stuff coming up. So what?
Jake.
Oh yeah, just So last time on Cin City D&D, they ended up finding their way into this room that was partially submerged. It had kind of like an open area on top. It was kind of octagonal in shape. It was an odd-looking room, but in the bottom section of it, it was all murky. And then this thing emitted this siren's call that Casey's character and I believe Rob's character absolutely fell in love with, and Will's character as well felt the need to just swim towards it very intensely. They felt like it was the greatest sound in the world, but turns out it was a caller from the depths. So it ensnared them and started to try to kill them, but luckily our party prevailed. So I guess we can go ahead and pick it back up from there, because you guys ended up finding there was, I'll just kind of remind you guys of the room. In the octagon, there was directly across from you was a chest, directly to your left was a chest, and directly to your right was a door. And the door is covered. I didn't describe the door last time, but essentially the door was covered in relief carvings, and it looks like they're carvings of eyes, just like eyes staring out at you.
We checked the chest, didn't we?
Yes, and you found a key as well, which I believe Charlie has.
Okay.
So we're surrounded by eyes on the walls. And there's
not on the walls, just on the door.
Just on the door?
Yeah.
And Charlie, what do you have in your key selection? Well, what was the key that we found?
The key that you guys found was a key made of coral, and it was inscribed. So it was about, just like normal key length, I guess. It was kind of like a bigger. I always imagine the keys in this game are the keys that like an old timey butler would have on his key ring. Like the ones that open like fucking library.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Keys. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely have it in my. Hey, Charlie. Do you want to open this door?
Yeah, so it's a key. Well, that's the thing too, is looking at the door, you can't see where the keyhole is, or if there is one.
Oh.
Didn't there's no there's an eye myth that we can.
What?
Like it's a door covered in eyes, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So there's no spot where there's one missing.
Not that you can see offhand. Yeah, know that. Yeah. Not that you can see offhand. However, are you going to try to like your key? Because the key itself was made out of coral, and it looked like at the end of it, you know how like there's the part that you hold on to turn. That part of it looked like it was carved into the shape of a dragon eye.
Okay.
So let's look for a dragon eye.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Dragon eye in the high
school. You want to do a perception?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Nuh-uh.
Natural 20.
All right, that is amazing. Okay, cool. So nat 20. So Bubbles, you're looking over this door and you're just kind of like running your hand across it, and you're just like, that kind of looks like a draconic eye, and your hand immediately falls into like a slot, like where the eye was. And as you look at it more closely, you see that it was an optical illusion, and the way that it was carved, it made it look like there was an eye, like that it was what is that, convex, when in reality it was concave. And so it was like an optical illusion until when you ran your hand across it, you easily spotted it. So it does look like that's
Nice.
that's where the key would go.
Tight. And then my character is all like, I knew where that went.
Of course.
And he puts it there. Anybody could have seen that.
So do you guys?
What is the key?
Do you guys want to go ahead and open the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So you guys swim towards the you kind of get in there, kind of anchor yourself a little bit because it takes a little bit, and you're just kind of like, ugh. And then you can hear these like big like gears turning behind it, like moving, and you can hear things moving aside and kind of sliding into place. And then the door just kind of splits into 4 parts and like kind of pulls away from it and kind of slides into the surrounding walls. And you can see before you that there's almost this hazy line in the water, right where the door was, where the water that you're in, I mean, it's decent looking water, but it's not crystal clear. You know what I mean? Because there's muck and stuff at the bottom of it. So, but this water looks like it's crystal clear. It literally looks like, if it was 100-foot deep lake, you could see the bottom. Like, that's how clear it is. And so do you guys want to just swim in? It's basically a tunnel, and that it opened up on, and the tunnel is about this big. So it's probably about 4 foot in diameter, and it's a natural tunnel carved into the coral.
I feel like it's suspicious.
All right. Well, let's go through it. You guys down?
Why is it so clean though?
Why is it?
I mean, it's gonna be clean. It's gonna be gin clean. It might be gin.
No, that is not. That I'm not worried about.
Okay, so you guys swim up through and as soon as you pass through that line, you sort of feel like you don't feel like you've gained any hit points back. Not that your characters know what hit points are, but you feel refreshed though. You feel almost like you just had a nice nap. And like you woke up and you're just like, oh, you kind of like relax a little bit, and kind of the water is that perfect temperature where you dive in and it's almost like you don't know where your skin stops and the water begins. Like you're just like, oh, this is amazing. And you're just swimming through, and you see that there are these nice, amazing, gleaming coral steps that have been carved up, and you see that they slowly lead up out of the water into like an area where it's like, like it's a tube that kind of let out and then went up like this. And you can see that there's stairs that start to form, and then the water levels like here, and the stairs keep going up. So you can walk up out of the water. Do you guys want to keep walking up out of it? Okay. All right, so you guys keep walking along this path, and you guys kind of get up to the top, and you see that there's this odd illumination coming from, like the stairs lead up a little bit, and then it kind of plateaus, and you're on this walkway that's kind of carved into the cavern. And you see in front of you that the coral isn't up here because it's obviously not submerged, but you notice that there's some sort of purpley-ish glow coming from the chamber ahead of you. And when you look through, there's like a big archway, and it says 3 words in Draconic across the top, which, Will, I think you speak Draconic, don't you?
I think I might speak tongues.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so you oh yeah, that's right, you do too, because you're Dragonborn, right?
Yeah, Jake's a Dragonborn.
Yeah. So both of you look at it and you instantly you both look at it and you instantly know that says, you read it and it says, rest in peace.
So we're entering some kind of tomb or something? Oh shit. Can I cast Find Traps?
Yeah, totally. So you cast, you're like, hey guys, this seems a little sketchy. And so, let me check for some traps. And you just kind of like mutter some
Trust
stuff
me.
under your breath, and like this kind of like glow appears from your hand and kind of cascades through the room. It kind of like it's almost like if you ever seen Star Trek and there's like when they get scanned and there's just like that beam, that field that just comes across. It looks like that, except for it's like flowing out of your hand, and then it just kind of covers the walls and comes back. And there's absolutely no traps. Like in fact, this like you get like a feeling off of this as to like how the room kind of feels, and this feels like a really good place. Like this is the best place that you've seen so far.
We come to another.
Okay, sweet. So I keep moving. I keep going. I enter the tomb.
You enter the room.
The room, yeah.
So you enter the room and you see that there are a number of interesting things like right off the bat. First off, you see that in the center of the room there is a statue of Dosh, the genie dragon.
Oh,
And seems to have a giant open barrel in his hands. So it's like he's just kind of holding this and he's smiling like that. He's like holding the barrel, and the barrel has no top. It's just like kind of like an open, and you can see like if you you kind of like look over into the barrel and you see that it's only like it looks like it should only be about 4 feet deep, but it looks like you can't see the bottom. Like it's just dark at the bottom.
Okay.
And you see that the first thing you notice, I'm sorry, is that the illumination is coming from these tiny little crustaceans. They look almost like little crabs or lobsters, or more like little lobsters. They look like little lobsters, and they're just running along the tops and the walls of the room. And they're giving off this like they're giving off this like purple glow, but it's very intermittent. It's almost like they're fireflies almost, and they're just giving off little pulses of purple light.
Cool. Crabs. That just sounds really awesome.
And so you see that all over the room, and the room feels just like the air temperature just feels very fresh. It feels like a day at the beach almost, like just like a natural. There's like a little breeze kind of wafting through the room. You also see that across on the wall there's 5 statues, or I'm sorry, not statues, 5 ice sculptures of dolphins, and they seem like they're all positioned and they're just kind of like in different like poses. But there's 5 of them across the walls, and you can see that there seems to be items like inside of them.
Okay.
So do you want to inspect any of that stuff?
I want to inspect the statue of Dosh.
Okay. So you walk over to the statue of Dosh, and you kind of like look. Oh yeah, roll a perception check.
Ooh, nice. 21.
Okay, so you kind of look him over and you see that like, you kind of like use your, you don't like cast any magic on it, but you just kind of feel it for any sort of like magical resonance or whatever, and you just kind of like look all over it, and you notice 2 different things. You notice there's an inscription on the front written in Draconic on the barrel itself, like across like the front of it. And then you notice that there is a small slot at the very bottom of the, or no, I'm sorry, not at the bottom, but coming out of like he's holding it like this, right? The barrel, and right where his 2 fingers come together right here, there's like a little slot.
Oh, okay.
And it's in the front of the basket, but the slot seems to go just a little bit into the basket, because the basket is probably about that thick, like all around. And so it looks like it just leads, it doesn't go all the way through, it just leads a little bit into it. But the inscription on the front says, "For the adventurer with limited bag space, use our complimentary vault, and rest assured your treasures will be safe until you complete the labyrinth."
What? Oh shit, that's cool as hell. So what goes in the slot? Is that where we like insert stuff? Or
Well, no, I mean,
Bag of holding type situation?
well,
Is
the
that, like,
the
barrel?
basket seems to be, like, it does appear like if you were to open a bag of holding and look inside of it, that is kind of what it looks like.
is the slot shaped like anything?
Yeah, it's just shaped like it's like a rectangle.
Okay.
It's like a long, thin rectangle.
It's the sword that
So it's a
has.
magic bank.
Do what? Would you say what?
So it's like a magic bank type situation.
Essentially.
No, it's like I think it's the sword that Charlie has.
No.
It is shaped like a sword.
What?
No, it's like a slot. It's like thin. It's like if you know how like if you were to go to an arcade and play skee ball, there's like the thing that tickets come out of. It looks like that.
Horizontal or vertical?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, like,
basket. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like
okay, but the slot is like in front of it.
yeah.
All right, never mind.
Okay, so
I don't have anything that's like that.
it was like, yeah, did we find anything that would like go in that? Like, can I try putting something in it, maybe?
Yeah, totally.
Now, what do I want?
You can try like a coin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you could try like a gold piece or something, I guess.
It's small enough.
Oh, actually, I have a book of planar atlas.
Oh, you have a planar atlas? Okay.
Could I search that maybe for something about it? Maybe perhaps.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could try to look.
There we go.
Make a knowledge check.
So 18.
Okay, so you know by looking through the book, it does kind of mention kind of anecdotes just to let you know a little bit more detail about certain planes and certain things of significance in the planar, you know, the outer planes. One of the things was that somebody managed to come up with this. It was like a wizard from a long time ago came up with this system whereby you put stuff into this thing and then it produces like a receipt. And so you're pretty sure based on the configuration of the thing and when you put it in that there's probably something's going to come out of that slot when you put something into the basket.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay. Well, I don't really have. Anybody want to put anything? I really don't have anything to put in, so I'm going to go inspect one of the dolphin statues.
Okay. So which one do you want to do? There's like there's
How many
5 of them.
Five.
5.
Let's like start on the far. Oh, there's 5. Let's choose the center one then. Let's go to the center one.
The center one? Okay.
Okay.
So you inspect the center one and you can see that it is made out of ice. So it's like an ice sculpture. And you can see that it is that there's something inside of it. There's something that seems to be like long, like potentially like maybe the size of like a staff or maybe like a sword or something that is inside of it. But because the ice is fogged over and it's so like, you know, frozen solid, you can't
see exactly. Okay, it's like opaque. Okay.
Did I ever have a +2 for my Dark Woods to charge?
Probably not. Because I don't think we were referring to that character sheet last time.
I'm going to see what's up. Yeah, I'm going to use my my fire breath to melt the statue.
Okay. Cool. So you unleash your breath attack upon the statue, and it begins to melt. And as it melts, you know, like it kind of runs across the floor, it kind of pools, and you see that as you go down the front of it, the staff becomes visible, and you can see that the staff is made out of coral. It's like a solid coral staff, and it's shaped like an eel. So you know, it kind of like it's still a staff, like it's still something, but it kind of snakes back and forth.
Cool.
And you can tell that it's clearly magical.
Let's see. I do like a knowledge check or
Yeah.
consult the book again, or I don't know, I guess that's just fine. The book actually just adds +4 to my knowledge actually. So 26.
26. Okay. So you definitely have seen this before, just in your travels, because you've spent some time at sea and you've kind of heard sailors talk and spin tales. And they talked about a coral eel-shaped staff that, you know, based on the descriptions, is probably very similar to this. That was capable of controlling like the waves, and you know that there's a fair number of, you know, crazy things that people were said to have done with this. People are said to have created like walls of wind, being able to control the currents. You know, just being able to create water out of thin air. Like, there's tons of things that have been attributed to like this magical item. That
Yeah,
they, you know, it's called,
Badass.
you know, it's called the Staff of Waves.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! I think. Do we have one of these in like a different campaign?
It's very possible because in Casey's campaign we were all pirates. So
Yeah, there was like that sea captain that like had all those powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Very similar.
yeah. If not the same thing, it's probably something very similar. Yeah. So then, what are the rest of you guys doing? There's still 4 other dolphins there, and the statue,
I
of
will
course.
search.
Yeah, let's inspect some of these other statues and see if we can make out any other shapes.
Okay. So which one do you want to go to, Charlie? Jake went to the middle.
rightmost.
So you want to do the rightmost?
Yes.
Okay. So the one all the way to the right seems to have some sort of. It looks almost like a ball, just in the very center of it. It looks like right where the dolphin's heart would be. It looks like there's just a solid ball of something. It's kind of like a dark shape. Oh no! Charlie dropped out.
What? What happened? Oh.
Dropped.
He's gone.
Yeah. Okay, so Will, which one are you going for?
I guess I'll go to the one that you know, Charlie went to, the far right one, and I'll do the perception check on it.
Oh wait, okay, nope, Charlie's back. Okay.
Never mind.
All right, so Charlie, so what do you want to do?
I want to shrewdly inspect the rest of the statues, pulling out a monocle from God knows where,
That's
as any good dwarf
yeah,
would
you're just
have
like
his jewels loop with him.
No particular point.
well, they're not statues. They're like ice sculptures. Like they're like solid ice sculptures.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So you look at the first one, and it had that ball in the center of it, like the rightmost one. The one that's next, like going just from right to left. The one that's the next left one is it looks like there's nothing in it. Like you really can't even see that if there was anything in there to begin with. Then of course the middle one we know, and then the one the leftmost one after that, you could see that there's some big shape, and it looks almost like almost U-shaped kind of, but like a U. It almost looks like if you took a U like this and then put a U like this on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So it almost looks like this kind of. You can see that there's some big thing. It almost takes up like the entire middle part of it. Then the last one looks to be something that is about this big and thin. So
it's tall but thin. Is it?
Yeah,
wide?
like it's very long, but you can tell that it's very like from what you can see, it looks like it's very thin.
So
like
it's not
thick.
very wide or anything. All right. I'll go for the double U-shaped thing. I'll start like kind of delicately chopping away at some of the more icy portions.
Okay, you're just like. So slowly you start to chip away at it, and you start to reveal the shape of like a bridle. You know, like a horse. Like it looks like something that you would put on a horse.
Yeah.
Except for it is not made for horses. Hold on. Let me look at the stats for it real quick. What is it made for, indeed? The suspense must be killing you all.
You know.
I do. I just want to get a good description of it. Yeah, so it's crafted out of leather with silver bits that are shaped like shells.
Seahorse.
And you could tell that it's definitely magical. Like there's a serious magical aura coming off of this
Magical
thing.
seahorse. That's pretty cool, actually. I like seahorse.
Cool. I would shove it in the wizard's face and ask him what it did, but there's no wizard.
Sadly, we're sans with.
So I guess I'll just tuck that away for now.
Yeah, right. Just we'll save that.
See what it does.
But it's pretty large, so having to like carry it around and stuff.
Will it fit in a backpack, or could I tie it on the outside of my backpack or something?
You probably could. I mean, it would be pretty large though, since you're like a shorter character. It would be pretty.
Oh, dude, use the bank.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, deposit that shit.
Word, but we don't know what it does yet.
That's okay. It's
Yeah, but
We
what if
kinda
I put
know
it in the bank and then we
Let's
can't
go
get
for it,
back?
dudes. Go for it.
It said it'd be safe.
You guys are totally missing the point. If I put it in the get it back and it's just like, oh yeah, I can't believe you put that in the bank, man. Blah, blah, blah. Ah! That's exactly how it's gonna go. I know that's meta, but come on.
No, I mean that's fair. Yeah.
It's your decision. Ultimately.
All right. Can I like fiddle around with it? Like,
Yeah, just kind of try to see what it does or whatever.
yeah, like sit on it and stuff. Like,
No, it's like a bridle. It's like a bridle, so it kind of goes. It's like the thing that goes over
the saddle, you can just
the
put it
horse.
on
oh, it's not the saddle, it's the bridle.
Yeah, it's like a bridle. Yeah, it like goes over.
Well, then it's made of leather, right? I should be able to like wrap it up.
I mean, it's still pretty. I mean, it's for a horse, so it's like probably.
You can wear it, maybe.
Put it on your head.
That's what I'm saying. Wear it.
That's hilarious. Just like.
I feel like that's weird.
What? No.
I don't know. What is a bridle? I don't know what that is.
It's the thing you like hold on to when the horse is.
Oh.
Yeah. On their face.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know.
It's obviously magical, dude.
Yeah, no, duh.
Yeah. Put it on, see what it does.
You said it's really big. I wonder what kind of creature it's for then.
Yeah, then I turn into a horse. No thanks.
Like a back horse.
Intuition curve. Yeah.
Ew. Let's see what happens.
Will makes me want to smoke so much.
I'll put it on.
You're such a bad influence, Will. Because I'm trying not to smoke as much, and I want to smoke for that. I can't do it right now.
See, that's what happens.
No.
when you smoke.
All right. Let's just put a pin in this.
Okay.
And, anybody want to take the next sculpture type?
Which one do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take one.
Let's see. So you've done the rightmost, and you've done the
The center.
second to center and second to the left. So there's the leftmost, and then the one in between. The one in between the center one and the rightmost.
I like the leftmost.
Nobody broke the rightmost yet. You just said that there was something in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we haven't done the rightmost yet. There's just stuff in there. Okay, so to the leftmost.
I don't think I did a perception check. Do I need to?
Well, no. Are you just gonna try to hack into the ice? Like he
Oh.
already said, like what
Yeah, I
he saw
guess.
inside of it.
I will use my scythe to start.
Start chipping away.
Yeah.
All right, so you're hacking into it, and that's the interesting thing about this ice is you can tell that this ice is not your normal type of ice. It's very like brittle, and it chips away very easily.
Oh, well.
And it melts into this like nice cool liquid that kind of is pooling around your feet. But as you're like, hacking into it, you start to see the handle of a sword sticking out. And you can see that it's sort of it's definitely a cutlass in shape, and it just kind of goes down into the thing.
Is that all?
Yes, that's the only thing that you're seeing there.
All right. What does this cutlass do for me?
Well, you don't know. You'd have to make like
What's
a.
that to me?
You'd have to make like a check.
Can I make a check, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, give to me.
Oh yeah, here you
Roll on him for luck. She's DM.
go.
That was shitty. Luck.
Yeah, my bad.
What do I ask for
Your
that?
knowledge?
Knowledge. Wisdom?
No, knowledge.
There's
There should be-
no.
Why is it your knowledge?
There's no
Okay.
knowledge.
Then I guess it'd be intelligence. So
Fuck.
9.
9,
Okay.
so I don't know anything.
So you know that it's a cutlass, and that it does damage, and that it's magical. But
Can
you
I
don't
try
really
it
know.
again?
No, because that was your one.
Wait, hold on.
Other people could try to figure out what
Hey,
it is.
can
but-
somebody try and figure out what I have?
Yeah, let me.
Can
No.
Jake consult his atlas or whatever he's got?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Player
want.
book, yeah.
My
I got it.
character.
22.
Yeah, 22. Okay, so you've definitely heard of this thing before. It's called a Reaver's Cutlass, and the way that it works is it twists into the wound almost as if it was like alive, and continues to deal Constitution damage each round it remains attached.
Fuck yeah.
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 Shit.
So as you like swipe into somebody and you hit them, like it stays in the wound and like makes it worse.
Does it have a special?
And does Constitution damage, which when when any of your ability scores drops to 0, you're dead.
Okay.
So
Well, what is the name of this? Is there a name for it?
the
the
Reaver's.
Reaver's Cutlass.
Mhm.
Hold on.
As- As Jake's explaining that to her, I'm like, well, what about this thing?
You know what?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the staff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Tell me
Um,
about this horse stuff.
Damage is it's a +1, so it's a magical weapon, so you overcome damage reduction. But
A natural 20 for Charlie's.
for Charlie's, okay. All right, hold on one second. So it does 2d8 damage. Okay, so then let's see. You had which one was that? That was
The
the
bridle.
staff and the staff of the waves. That's right. That was the staff of the waves, right?
No, the
The
bridle.
Oh, the
Charlie.
bridle. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the bridle is called the Sea Steed's Bridle. And what it does is you put it on any animal, and it makes them an aquatic version of that animal.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so if you have a horse, it's now a...
Seahorse. I was kind of right.
That's kind
That's
of cool.
fucking lit, dude. That's what.
Yeah.
I told you I'd wear it, dude.
Yeah.
My character
Yeah,
is
I feel like you
standing
wear it.
in the center.
Okay.
He's not going to try to take anything because he wants to gain the favorship of this adventuring clan.
Oh, that's what's
Oh
up.
shit,
What?
dude. There's an extra statue, bro. You sure?
Cool.
Yeah, there's 2 statues left.
Can I start tapping on the one that has the heart in it?
Yeah, definitely. So you start chipping away, and you see that in the center of it, it's not a solid object like you thought. It's a bag. It's like a sack. It's like a leather sack.
Word.
And so
And
you pull that out of there, right? And you open it up, and inside is a lot of very shiny pretty. You see that there are 142 platinum pieces.
Dang.
What?
279 gold pieces.
What?
Hold up.
Hold
How
up.
many platinum?
142.
Okay. And then I got the gold. Anything else?
And then 132 silver pieces and 320 copper pieces.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
Also 7 pearls.
Shit.
So it's a pretty good size, like.
That's a treasure bag right there.
So So yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so you got that one. So now the only one that is left is the one in between the rightmost and the center. The one that looks like it doesn't have anything in it. Who is chipping away at it?
I'm gonna chip it over.
Okay. So it takes you're there like a lot longer than everybody else was. Like it took everybody else probably 15 minutes or so to chip through the ice to get at what they were getting at. But it takes you a good 45 minutes and you're chipping through like most of it. And you realize that, you're chipping through and you don't see anything and the top part falls off. And you see that the head cracks open and where its eye was, you see that there is a small ring.
Ooh.
That sounds important.
Cool. All right, let me roll a check for this ring. All right. Oh, not 21.
What? And you're like, dude, I made this ring. No, it's called the Ring of the Four Winds. And basically it gives you a +2 to your armor class, deflection bonus, because it's like there's these constant like eddies just swirling all over your body, so that like the damage is like it's way more likely to
That's super cool.
Yep. And in addition, you can use Featherfall as an immediate action 3 times a day.
Nice.
So you can just be like, I'm just like,
Yeah. So the armor class, like that's what the deflection bonus is, right?
yeah, it's a +2.
Nice. All right, cool. Oh, what were the stats for the Staff of Waves? Stats for the
So let me go back to that. That is the Staff of Waves allows you to create water once per day.
Okay.
Create a wind wall once per day.
Got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. These are charges. These are charges that's in it. So you could create water once.
Oh, okay.
Do a wind wall once. You can control water twice.
Control water twice.
Mm-hmm. And then you can control the winds and the currents twice, like winds twice and then currents twice.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, sweet. Thank you. All right. So do we see any other like exits from this room or?
No, not that you can see.
All right. Well, I guess we could head back in the other direction. Wait, because we came from. So we came from that other room, and there's only a door and a chest. So we basically have to like backtrack now.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm down.
Let's do it. You ready?
I'll lead the way.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys, make your way back towards the. Oh, nobody wanted to try the bolt, by the way.
Oh, vault, what? I'll do the
Wait,
vault.
there's a
No.
bolt.
I'll do it.
That's what the barrel is with the slot.
Yeah, I'll
No.
try it.
You want to try it? What are you gonna put inside?
I will put inside of this thing. Put it into
Oh, you
there.
got some stuff you can put in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in them short swords
Yeah.
that you're not using. Okay.
2 short swords.
All right, so you pull out 2 short swords that have just been taking up space in your bag, and you're just like, okay. And you slide them into the thing, and you're expecting for it to hit bottom, and it doesn't. It just keeps going. And so, you let go of the handles, and they drop in, and you don't hear like a sound like they hit the bottom. But there's sort of this magical pulse. The statue sort of pulses purple for a second, and then you hear this like mechanical gear sound, and a small ticket comes out of the slot.
Okay.
And it's on parchment paper. It's about, that big.
What does it say?
And so it just said, thank you for opening an account, and then it has a number on it, and the number is...
Okay, I'll write that down, I guess.
Yes. The number is 00 0 0 0 1 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 zeros.
Yes, and then 1 3.
Okay. Okay. So like a bank account then for swords?
Who knows?
For your treasure account? Okay. It's like a storage. I feel like it's like a storage space. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
pretty
I
cool.
just come back to it and like give my ticket and I get it back?
Well,
Or-
it says that they'll be safe until you finish the labyrinth. So conceivably, when you guys are done with the labyrinth, you'll have access to that stuff, and then you can just carry it away
If
somehow.
we survive, there is mucho treasure for us.
Dude, that's what's up.
I guess I could put my bridle. I don't know. You guys think I should hold on to that bridle or put it away?
We need to survive the labyrinth first.
Do you think I should hold on to it or put it away?
Hold on to it. Let's
Do you
go.
think? Yeah, I was like, do you think, well, we might encounter some type of creature maybe, or that you could use
Yeah,
it
but then
on.
I'll be the only one riding it, right? Unless
Yeah.
it's a huge creature.
That's true.
I can mount a horse.
So, like, what? Are you a part of the same conversation?
Yeah.
What are you
I
doing?
mean, if he doesn't give you any, like negative to your movement type of thing, like,
No, well, none of you guys are encumbered at this point.
then yeah.
I would imagine some of you are getting close, though. Like, I would imagine Casey's probably, like, right on the line. Because everything you guys come across, he's picking up.
Yeah, because I'm like mostly magic. I don't even have stuff like that.
Yeah, you and Madison and Rob don't really have a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And you two guys haven't, I don't think you've accumulated enough stuff where you guys would be encumbered either.
Not really.
I haven't taken anything, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've got some teeth and some keys.
Let's head.
Yeah, if you guys want to make your way back through the octagon room, you'll go out, back down into the water. That's like, amazing feeling and stuff. And so when you swim out of that doorway again, you definitely feel like a sense of like impending doom go over you, because it's like you're swimming out of this amazing, safe area and going back into the labyrinth. So the magnitude of that is like setting in as you guys swim out, because you're just like, oh shit, like.
Did we get like healed?
Well, that was the thing, is you guys didn't check any of the other stuff in the room, because there was like the water itself that you noticed the ice was like different, and then there was like the pulsing like firefly lobster things as well.
Oh fuck!
How
Wait.
far are we? Can we turn around?
No, you can turn around if you want.
Let's
It's
turn
fine.
around.
Wait, I've been sitting in the center of this room, and you guys have not done any of the good shit for us?
I totally. Yeah, I just thought about the water when we were leaving.
I
I
want
was
to
like,
drink some of the water.
You want to drink some of the water? Okay, you feel that it's like this, you kind of just like scoop some up out of like a half melted dolphin, and you drink it, and you just feel this cool wave of like refreshing. It's just like every soda commercial ever. That's how you feel right now. Like you're just like
Like the Pepsi girl? Like the.
yeah, exactly. You're just like and it ends up healing you for 5 hit points.
Oh, I didn't need that, but cool.
oh shit! I drink some too.
Okay, so it has the same effect.
Nice.
Okay, I want to go pick up one of those lobster things
Okay.
in my hand.
They're kind of scurrying about, and they don't really seem concerned by you. You just kind of pick one up, and it's sort of like they're very like slow, so it kind of just moves over your hand and kind of crawls over the back of it, and like kind of
I
over.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna check the atlas to see what it is.
Okay.
I got 25.
Okay, so you know that they are called hold on, shit. Oh, they're called Elysian lobsters. And essentially what they are is they're from the plane of Elysium, which is one of the good aligned outer planes. And they live in the what is it called? The Celestial River. What the fuck is that river called? Shit, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically there's a river, just like the river Styx in the underworld. There's a river that flows through the upper planes, and they live inside of that river. So they are good aligned, and they're also completely like non-violent, and
Are they friends?
yeah. I mean, it seems pretty
Are they
cool with you.
smart?
They're not intelligent. They're just kind of like little lobsters. But they're like heaven lobsters essentially.
Do I have anything to put one in and take it,
I don't know. I mean,
feed it?
I'm gonna grab 2 of them and just like
I don't really have anything.
put them on the. Just gonna put them on the top of my staff.
okay. So yeah, they just kind of crawl along the top of your staff. They crawl fairly slowly, so they're just kind of crawling along.
It's an old spot.
They kind of stay. They're like kind of making circles, just kind of staying in the same like kind of general area. What?
Cool.
Oh wait, could I put them in a water skin? They survive?
I mean, they're kind of big. They're like probably that big.
Oh.
Yeah, they look like they're like crawdad size, I guess. Just like,
Oh. Shit, I don't think I have anything to put them in.
yeah, it doesn't look. I'm not sure how big your tinderbox is. You might be able to fit it in there.
Well, what does that mean?
A tinderbox is it's like a box. It's like this. It's probably about this
I would
big.
have to put water.
Yeah, you would.
I don't think that would work.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're not in water right now, so.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, they're water adjacent.
Oh, there, man.
You might need, if they are anything like normal lobsters,
Yeah.
they will need that, but they are not. I don't know. And you said they live in the river, so if they
Mhm.
live in a river, they need water.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill my water skin with the liquid.
Word.
I'm also going to fill my water skin.
Ditto.
Yeah, y'all want to do that?
Yes, I
That's
dumped out
probably a
my
good idea.
stupid normal water.
You're like, you're dumb, normal water. I want this good water.
All right, sweet.
I'm just gonna sit where they all turned around, and with my impending doom, I'm just gonna assume danger is coming. So I'm just gonna stand there guard
Okay.
where they were at.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. That's what's up. Okay, so yeah, so you're just kind of chilling at the end, just kind of guarding. And the rest of you guys, now that you've kind of fully explored the area, do you guys want to continue on? Or
Yes.
Now
Okay.
we can
okay.
do the lab.
So you swim back out, and make your way through the room where the dead caller from the depths is just floating there. You kind of make your way around that, back out into the cavern system, where the sunken underwater tubes of coral, with the bright purple coil that is glowing and providing, like decent illumination. The water's, pretty normal feeling. It's, pretty tropical water, kind of Caribbean-ish. But you come back out, and there's the path to the left, which leads back to the whirlpool, and then there's a path that leads up to the right.
Let's go up to the right.
You want to go right?
Yes.
I'll lead the way to the right.
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all are kind of swimming behind bubbles, and you guys swim up, and you reach crossroads, where there's a path to the left and a path to the right.
Which way did we go last time we were in a hallway? Or some sort of
The last, this way you just went. You went right.
left.
You want to do left? You want to go left?
Do you guys want to go left? Cool.
Okay. So you go to the left, and you see that it's a long tube. It goes down for quite a while. You can see that there's, just by the path of the bubbles and where the fish are going, where the currents are, you can see that there's several turnoffs. There's one to your left, there's one to your right, and then all the way at the end it dead ends, and there's one to your left and your right.
There's too many options.
Yes. That is why.
Damn. That is too many options. I'm gonna go I'm going to swim ahead and go the second one in from the left.
So,
Is
like
the-
the one all the way at the end.
Okay. thing?
No, not that one. The first when you first come in, you said there was a bunch.
Yeah, the first one to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there, yeah, because there's. Oh, I'm sorry. There's not two. There's three to the left, and so you want the first one, right?
So all the way to the left, one in.
Okay. Cool. So then you see that it leads down, and then it kind of the current's getting stronger and stronger, and then you turn a corner and you see that there's another pump. So it's like a dead, like a wall, and then just like the pump and the lever.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask if the current like changed or anything to indicate something.
Yeah, the current is now flowing outward from there, so you guys were swimming against the current.
All right, so I'll turn it off.
So you want to flip it, like?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it reverses the current, and so now you guys, you feel that the water is pulling you down towards where Will's at, and so he's reversed the current. So you guys would be swimming with the current towards him, and then once you get past him, you'd be swimming against the current.
So I'm going to swim against, and I'm going to go back up the tunnel.
Okay.
And go to the third one on the right. So the one one, so here's center, and then one to the right. Well, I guess for your right, it'd be that way, right?
Okay. So yeah, so you see that it leads up into another kind of long, kind of winding tunnel, and it seems to get a smidge darker. The water seems to get a little bit murkier, but you can see that there's a very ornate-looking door to your left. It's got a big kind of crystal adamantium valve on the front of it, and then a keyhole in the center of the valve.
All right. I'm going to go report what I just saw to everybody else.
Okay. So he has thus reported it to y'all. So what do you guys want to do?
Tyler should see if one of his keys like fits.
Nah.
I ain't got no keys.
I ain't got no keys.
Yeah, I'm gonna cycle through the keys and see if any fit.
None do.
Damn it.
See.
Ooh, okay.
You know we got to fight a monster, bro. Let's fight a fucking monster. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so when we went left, there was a tunnel. There are three paths on the left and three on the right.
There are three on your left and two on your right.
Okay. We're going to the second one on the left.
Second one on the left. Okay, so the second one on the left seemed to be like a long way that you could go down, but you see that it only goes down a couple feet, and then it ends in a normal looking door.
Oh, but a door. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
And where's that at? I'm sorry, I missed that.
that was the second. That's the second pathway on the left. You checked the first, right? And found that pump.
No, he chose the first on the left and then the first on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm drawing the map right now, trying to keep track.
Mm-hmm. I made it purposely confusing.
So I'm
I need to.
going to swim ahead and go past. Is there a center room almost? If I swam past all of the other chambers and past the other two that are after that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then
Is
it
there a
dead
center
ends.
room?
Yeah, basically the tube dead ends, and then there's a left and a right that you can go.
Oh, okay, so it dead ended.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the right and swim ahead.
Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
alright.
Yeah.
It leads down. That's amazing. So it leads you down another one of these long tunnels that seems to go down. You see that this one on the bottom, it's covered in a layer of black sand, and it kind of curves down further deep. You can feel that the water pressure is getting a little bit more intense. And on your left, there is two paths, and on your right, there's one.
Huh. I'm gonna grab a handful of the black sand and bring it back to the group
Okay.
and tell them what I found from the right side.
Okay. So Bubbles comes back and holds up this handful of black sand, and he kind of tells you guys what's up.
Check and see if there's anything different about the black sand.
Like magically, or just like in general?
Yeah.
Just kind of. Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the black sand was where?
It was down where Will just swam, all the way down on the right.
Or, 16.
So you notice that it's very coarse sand. It seems volcanic in nature, but it's definitely like organic. It's not like a like magical in any way. It's just kind of like
ordinary.
Yeah, just ordinary sand.
Okay.
So was that in the second right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because that
We
second.
haven't gotten
If you're drawing the
dead
map,
end yet.
yeah, if you're drawing the map, the pathway dead ends at the end, and then he took that right, and there's also a left. So the last left and the last right are like right next to each other. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a dead end.
Oh, so the third left and the second right, that's where it dead ends? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what do you
Can I
guys?
check the third?
The third.
Oh, I guess that's the.
Okay.
I guess I want to open this door. I want to see is the door locked? Actually, yeah. Scratch that.
The
door-
door
Check the.
looks like at one point it was locked, but it looks like something has decayed the lock and kind of the door itself.
I try to open it.
Okay, so it feels like it's stuck, but you kind of put some muscle into it and kind of push it open, and you see that the water is very murky. But you can see that there is a statue of what looks like a sphinx in the center of the room, but the whole room is very like murky. The only reason you can see that the only reason you can see that there's kind of a statue of a sphinx is because it's glowing. It's glowing purple. And the rest of the water is like very murky. You can't see through it, but you can see that there are 4 purple shells. So like here's the Sphinx. It's in the center, and then there's like purple shell, purple shell, purple shell, purple shell. So it's like in like a.
Are they on like
around it?
Are they on like the floor, on the ground?
Yeah, on the floor. Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I'm sorry, but you can see that on the floor there's one shell where it's just like a shell, and then the one next to it is 2 shells, and then the one next to that is 3 shells, and the last one is 4 shells.
Okay. I'm going to cast light on my staff of waves, and then like kind of send the Elysian lobsters like to swim towards the statue.
Okay. So you go to cast light using your staff, right? And you've got the Elysian lobsters on them. So you feel your power enter the staff and go to illuminate it, and it should be like this bright daylight glow, but instead it turns into this bright purple glow, and you can feel that the Elysian lobsters are like taking on its glow itself. So it's like you almost like you cast light 3 times, because like one of them's on the staff and the other 2 are on the lobsters themselves. So you can literally see them like little beacons swimming forward.
That's cool.
Into the water.
Thinking about it. You know, that's okay. Sweet. Yeah. And then I approached the one shell, the first shell.
Okay.
Instead of 1. Kind of just like inspect it.
Yeah, definitely. You can do like a perception check on it.
Got 21.
Okay, that you can tell that it is what at first you thought it was like attached to the floor, like it was like a relief carved into the floor. You can see that it is its own. It's like a piece of coral that's been carved into the shape of a shell, and it seems to be attached to something like on like a gear system. So it looks like you can like rotate it. Like right now it's facing upwards, and it looks like it'll rotate around to be like upside down.
Oh, cool. I'll rotate it.
Okay, so you rotate it, and you see that as soon as you get it all the way around, you hear like a gear sound, and you can hear that there are gears turning underneath like the floor. And then you see all along the walls, you didn't notice it before. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't notice it before because it wasn't glowing. But all of a sudden you see that they start to emit a faint purple glow, and it's these sea sponges are all lining the top part and the bottom and like the sides, like the roof of it and the sides.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
see that they start like almost like looking like they're breathing, like they're pulsing like back and forth. And then you kind of feel it. Like, have you ever been like really high in the mountains?
Yeah, like you can't. You talking about like the atmosphere, like how you can't.
Like how it's thinner,
Yeah,
and you can't. Yeah, you can't get as much oxygen. It starts to feel like that. It literally feels like the sponges are sucking the oxygen out of the room.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Dun 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 dun
Dun dun dun dun.
Getting
Oh,
real.
shit, it's actually fuck. It's already like 12:10, so we're kind of. Damn, we're going pretty late. So do you guys maybe just want to go ahead and call it here, and we'll kind of. That's amazing.
I kind of like the cliffhanger.
Yeah, we'll just leave it on a cliffhanger. It's like, oh no, like next time on.
Oh shit, he's stuck in this room. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, man.
So yeah, so we'll go ahead and call it here. Thanks to everybody at home for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to us so I can take diction lessons so that I can speak better. But no, seriously, please subscribe to us so we can continue doing what we do. And thank you for watching at home. Feel free to check us out online. You know, you can go to madisbutler.com to get more info about the world and characters of Cin City D&D. Soon we'll have all of the backstories up there. We'll have some character intro videos. There's also more info on. There's a ton of character bios up right now, so you can check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt's Confused. The rest of us all have Twitters and Facebooks and Instagrams and stuff, so you can check us out on there. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and remember to keep your friends close, but your dice bag closer. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.